Aries Souls, welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you are here. My name is Nikki, and I use my clairaudient and channeling abilities to help people find the magic within. If you're new here, welcome. I channel messages from creative expressions such as movies, books, and music, and I'm excited and honored to be doing this reading for you today. For this series, I will be channeling messages from horror manga books written by Junji Ito. So, with the full moon in Capricorn that we just had, there is an energy of lightworkers needing to step out of the hermit mode. And this is bringing up a lot of shadow aspects, social anxiety, and anxiety in general, a lot of fears. So, I felt called to do this reading to help expose some of these shadows or to bring through some messages that Spirit would like you to know at this time. So the 5 books that I checked out from my library are the following. I have Smashed, Deserter, Frankenstein, Shiver, Romina. And how the reading will work, Aries, I have a tiny decision wheel on my phone. I will spin the wheel. We will see which book your message is from. And as you can see, it's graphic novel format comic book, which is really cool. We'll select a random page and see where your message is, what your message is, and then I'll do an intuitive card reading to get some additional messages. So let's see which horror manga book has a message for you, Aries. We have Shiver, which is this book right here. Let's see what your message is. Thank you, Spirit. Which page? Okay, I'm drawn to this quote bubble that says, "You are talented." And then I'm drawn to this other quote bubble that says, "When you look closely, she is clearly a dimwit." So I feel like there have been some negative things said to you in the past that have kind of been internalized, but Spirit is saying to let go of the negative things that people have said, because it doesn't matter what other people say. What matters is how you view yourself. And then I'm drawn to, you are talented. You have a lot of talented. You are good enough. You are worthy. Okay? So let's get some additional cards here to see what Spirit is bringing through with these messages that we just channeled here. The first deck of cards we are using is the Lightseer Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. What are your additional messages for my Aries souls? We have the Four of Pentacles. Next, we're using the Keepers of Light deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Next, we have the Work Your Light deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else? The Crumbling. What are you clinging on to? And the final deck of cards we're using is the Universe Has Your Back deck. Thank you, Spirit. What are your final messages for my Aries souls? I choose to learn through love. Okay, Aries, so you are a very fiery energy that shows up in the world, and it serves the collective well because you're very good at speaking your truth. You're good at letting others know how you feel. And I'm seeing that there's been a lot of times in the past, what I was picking up on from the channel message in the book, where people were not the nicest to you, did not treat you very well, said mean things. Um, and I'm seeing that what is coming up right now is that these things that happened in the past, what it has done, it has created some stories. Stories about your self worth, stories about how you show up in the world, okay? Because Horus, Cosmic Gateway, Horus is coming through to say, your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So I am seeing that you are becoming more aware of your thought patterns and how they contribute to creating your reality. Our beliefs, our thoughts, our emotions are all contributing to our reality. So I'm seeing that you have moved forward in a positive way with this healing, cultivating a more positive mindset. But I'm seeing some difficult things have come up, especially with this full moon in Capricorn. And Spirit is showing me that you are still clinging to some of these old negative beliefs. Because with the Four of Pentacles, look, she is clinging on to that purse. This is a metaphor here for clinging on to something. And with the crumbling, it literally says on the card, what are you clinging to? And on the Four of Pentacles, she's clinging to something. So what I feel like is you're clinging to negative beliefs about yourself. And if we have a belief that says, I am not, I believe I'm not talented, for example, which in the book here, Spirit was coming through saying, you are talented. Start to believe that. But let's go through a little progression here of what it would look like in your reality, all right? So let's say there's a belief here. I believe I am not talented. Well, what kind of a thought would that lead to? It would lead to thoughts of, I'm not talented to do what I am passionate about. I am not talented enough to hang out with people who work in the same field that I am passionate about. I am not talented to do what it is I want to do. And when I was saying those right now, how did those thoughts make you feel? It created a negative emotion, right? Well, all of our emotions are valid, but this is to help you get into the mode of the process of learning how your beliefs, your thoughts, and your emotions create your reality. So, a negative belief such as I believe I'm not talented will lead to a negative thought where you say to yourself, I'm not talented enough to do that. And then that thought does not feel good, so it will create a negative emotion. And what happens with that combined force of those three things, you will see reflections of that out here. You will see people say, you're not talented, you're not good enough to do that. But when you flip the script, you change your belief, I believe I am talented, that will lead to thoughts of, I am capable of more than I thought I could. I am so talented. I am strong. I am moving forward with empowerment and grace and speed. Those thoughts create positive emotions, right? You feel good about those. And then that is what gets reflected out here. You'll see people saying, wow, you are creative, you're talented, you did this. You will align with those people because you're changing the inside, okay? It's so, so cool. And Spirit is saying to let go of the negative beliefs. And it all starts with a belief. Once you become aware of what your beliefs are, you can change them. It all starts with the belief. Start there, which once you've changed the belief, it will lead to a positive thought, thus a positive emotion. All right? With I choose to learn through love, because there were these difficult things that were said, I'm being drawn back to the channel message in the book where the girl in the picture was calling someone a dimwit, putting down someone's intelligence. So there's also tests that will happen within your reality to see if you are ready to really let go. And this is where Spirit is saying choose to learn through love. So, like if someone comes to you and says something negative, calls you a dimwit, for example, this is where you set those energetic boundaries and you refuse to believe what it is that they are saying. You're saying, no, I choose to believe that I am smart, capable, talented, and unique in this world. I show up in the world in a very powerful way. And if you are experiencing someone who is putting you down, this is where you detach with love. This is how you choose to learn through love. That does not mean to put up with what they are telling you, but do not let that belief get reflected in here, because if it's showing up in your reality, it's a reflection of a belief that you are holding right now, so that you can make those changes, because your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. So the more that you work on cultivating positive beliefs and believing in your worth, believing in your self-love, believing that you are capable, talented, being secure within yourself, when you are so grounded in that reality, no one can get through to you if they're putting you down. Like when you're so grounded and someone's like, yeah, you're a dimwit, you would be like, okay, I have already dealt with this type of energy. I'm moving in a direction where people value me, their comments won't get to you anymore. You won't react, you will respond. And that is the purest test of all right? So I'd like to open up my clairaudience and see what else Spirit is bringing through for my Aries souls. Thank you. I'm seeing some of you are working really hard at something. Some of you have a space that is allotted to personal work that you are doing. I'm seeing for some of you this is like a work shed or a work desk, and there's something about this atmosphere that really primes your energy for what you're creating in the world. What else are you bringing through here, Spirit? Thank you. They're telling me to pull a light seer card about this space that you work in. Thank you, Spirit. What are you bringing through here? Two of Cups. Okay, so there's something about a space you're working on something with someone, or you're meant to work with some soulmates on something. It's the environment that you're in. So I was seeing a work shed and a desk. How does this relate to soulmates? Are you pointing out that they're working in a work shed with their soulmates? They're working, or you're meant to work with your soulmates? What else, Spirit? Thank you. There's something here about divine timing. Um, when the vision first came in, what I was being shown was someone working in solitude in a work shed, working at a desk by themselves. But the message that Spirit is bringing through with the Two of Cups is that you are not meant to do it all on your own. and getting out of hermit mode where your soulmates can see you, you will align with people you're meant to work with. Um, and I'm seeing there is a blockage here too, with the heart chakra of letting love in. I'm seeing some of you have actually been running away from your soulmate friends, your soulmate um, love relationships, even when these are the people the universe has brought into your life to help you. So, what I'm seeing here is a lot of you giving love to other people, but then when people give it back to you, I'm seeing that you're kind of running away from it, okay? And I know how this feels because I've done the same thing. It happens when our heart chakra is closed. So, Spirit is saying to keep your heart open no matter what. That doesn't mean that you're not going to experience challenges or conflict, it's how you respond to the conflict, okay? Conflict is not as scary as people make it out to be, all right? And it doesn't have to always lead to chaos or an argument that leads to violent words being said. So there's something here about choosing to respond rather than react with love, okay? If you're experiencing those types of things. But yeah, a lot of you are here to work with your soulmates. You have missions here with your soulmate friends, a soulmate love interest that will help you move forward in a more rapid way. Thank you, Spirit. What additional messages do you have for my Aries souls? Thank you. Yeah, for some of you, there is like a notion of competition, and Spirit wants you. This is, for some of you, a belief I can see you're clinging to. There is no lack in this universe, okay? There is plenty for everybody. The universe is so abundant, and if everybody understood that, there would be no comparing each other's to oneself or between each other. You know, a very powerful mantra you can use with this is I am in competition with no one. And also, I'm also seeing there's some like blockages to thinking that you don't have a creative idea to bring out in the world. Like everything's already been done, is like what I'm hearing. But the key to getting around that narrative is to understand that no one is you, and that is your superpower, okay? If everybody tapped into their personal experiences and used that in their creative expression, there would be no copy. It would be original and authentic because you're using those experiences to create something amazing to help other people. You have stories within yourself that need to be told in a very cool way. So tap into that. That is how your authentic nature will add value in the world. Okay? So, any final messages for my Aries souls? Thank you. Yeah, I'm hearing stay in your own lane, do you, okay? Because I'm seeing, because of what took place in the past, there was a lot of energy of caring how other people viewed what it was you were doing. If you can let that go, you will be unstoppable. Um, what people are drawn to is authentic truth, authentic expression. You doing you, using your personal messages to show up in the world in a very powerful way, that is where the miraculous changes are occurring. And most specifically, first and foremost, looking at those beliefs that do not feel good and changing them to ones that do, okay? So that is all that I am seeing, Aries. If your reading resonated, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. I'm excited and honored to have done this reading for you today. If you liked any of the decks of cards that I used, I'm linking those in the description box. down below as well. I also do a podcast called the Slumber Party Massacre Podcast with 4 amazing women, my sister Lacey, Rebecca, Carly, and Heather. We talk about horror movies, debate them, play games. Very real, very authentic. We don't sweep anything under the rug. If that's something you're interested in, I'm linking that in the description box down below as well. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you on the next video.